Welcome to the Computer Literacy Center's online instructional video about inserting elements in a Google slide. Today we will create a short presentation about the solar system using Google Slides. My name is Eiley Cummings and I will be guiding you through this tutorial. In this video, we are going to create a short presentation about the solar system using Google Slides. We will insert images from our computer as well as online. We will also insert text boxes and SmartArt. We will then format all of these elements to suit our presentation. To start, go to Google Slides and create a blank presentation. A sidebar titled Themes will appear on the right side of your screen. Select a theme you like. I'm choosing Marina. Click on it, then click the X next to Themes so the sidebar goes away. Now we'll add a title. Click where it says Click to add title and type in your title. I'm going to type The Solar System. For the subtitle, we'll follow the same steps but add our name instead. Once you've got your title slide typed up the way you like it, we'll add some more slides to our presentation. To do this, click on the plus with the arrow next to it on the far left end of the ribbon. Make sure to click on the arrow so you can see all the options for slides. Choose a slide that would be a good layout for a picture with some information to the side of it. I like to have a little extra freedom, so I'm going to select the one that says Title Only. This will allow me to add a text box where I want it and a picture as well. Now let's title our slide. Click where it says Click to add title and type The Planets. Click out of the text box so we can add more elements to the slide. We'll start with the text box. To add a text box, click on the text box icon in the ribbon. This changes your mouse pointer into crosshairs. Click and drag the crosshairs to create a text box. Don't be alarmed when you let go and it automatically shrinks. It will expand as you type, but the width will stay the same. Let's add some information in our text box. We'll list the planets in order using a bulleted list. To insert a bulleted list, click inside the text box so your cursor appears, then click on the bulleted list icon in the ribbon. If you want a different style of bullets instead of round ones, click on the arrow next to the bulleted list icon and a drop-down menu appears that has different options for bullet styles. Click on one you like and your bullets will be that style. I'll choose stars to go along with our space theme. Since our background is blue, we want our text to be white so people can read it. To change the text color, click on the A with the black line underneath it in the ribbon and then click on the white circle. This changes our text to white. Much better. Now let's list out the planets as our bulleted list. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Let's make the font size a bit bigger so they fill that side of the slide a little more. To do that, click in the text box again, select the text, then click on the plus button next to the font size. I'll stop at 24. Once you've got the text the size you want, let's add a picture. I previously saved a picture of the planets going out in order from the sun to my computer, so to insert that, I click on Insert in the main menu, then I click the arrow next to Image and select Upload from Computer. I saved the picture in Downloads, so I click on that in the left column, then click on the picture and click Open. The picture is now inserted into my presentation. It's a little off-center, so I'll drag it to the left a bit. There we go. Everything's adjusted the way we want it, so our second slide is finished. We'll move on to the third slide now. This slide will be about the Earth. To add the slide, follow the same steps we did to insert the last slide, but select a different style of slide. I'm going to use the one-column text slide. The title of the slide will be Earth. In the text box underneath the title, we'll add some fun facts about the Earth. I found a few on Universe Today that I'll add. I'll put them in as a bulleted list again, using the star bullets like before. I'll type in 70% of the Earth's surface is covered in water. Earth is mostly iron, oxygen, and silicon. And the Earth's surface extends a distance of 10,000 kilometers. I'll make the text a bit bigger like I did on the other slide, and then move the text box to the other side of the slide so it's not all the same layout going through the slideshow. Now that we've added some information, we'll insert a picture of the Earth from the internet. To do that, click on the Insert tab, click on the arrow next to Image, then click on Search the Web and type Earth in the search bar at the top of the search pane that appears on the right side of the screen. Scroll until you find one you like, click on it, then click Insert. It's the perfect size, so we don't need to adjust it at all. If we did need to adjust the size of the picture, we would use the handles in the corners to shrink or expand it proportionally. Since it's perfect, move it to the right a bit so it's not down in the corner, and voila! Another finished slide. For our last slide, we're going to add some SmartArt. The SmartArt will be a hierarchy of the top 3 biggest planets in the solar system. Before we add the SmartArt, we need to add a final slide. Click on the arrow next to the plus sign on the far left side of the ribbon, then click on the slide labeled Title Only. This will give us plenty of space to work. Title the slide, The 3 Biggest Planets. Now click on Insert in the main menu, then click on Diagram. A selection pane appears on the right side of the screen with different families of diagrams we can choose from. Click on Process, then scroll down to the bottom and click on the pyramid diagram. We need to move the diagram down a bit so it's not touching the title. If we try to move it though, it's really tedious because each piece of it is separate, so to make life easier, move the title up a little, then click with your mouse in an empty spot on the slide and drag it over all the pieces of the diagram, make sure not to catch the title, and then release. Now all the pieces are selected. Press Ctrl-Alt-G on your keyboard and all the pieces will be grouped together so you can move the entire diagram as one item. Slide it down a little bit and now we're ready to edit the text. Next to number 1, click on the filler text, highlight it, hit Delete on your keyboard, and then type First, Jupiter. Next to the number 2, do the same thing but type Second, Saturn. Do the same next to the number 3, instead typing Third, Uranus. Awesome! The text looks a little small, so we'll highlight each one and make it bigger. We'll also change the color of the text to white so it's easier to read. To do that, highlight the text, click the plus button next to the font size, I'll stop at 18. Then click on the A with the black line underneath and click on the white dot. Once you've done all that, your slide is complete. In this video, we created a presentation in Google Slides and inserted text boxes, pictures from our device and the internet, and SmartArt. For more information about Google Slides and other computer literacy topics, visit our website at weber.edu/clc.